Welcome, my dear students. On the Face of It by Susan Hill. Today I am going to start this chapter. Let me begin with the brief biography of the writer. Susan Hill was born on the coast of North Yorkshire, England, in the middle of World War II. She wrote her first novel, The Enclosure, before she graduated from King's College London. In 1975, she married Stanley Wells, a Shakespeare scholar, and they moved to Shakespeare's hometown of Stratford-upon-Avon. The two separated in 2013 when Hill began a relationship with the television producer and writer Barbara Machine. Hill is best known for her gothic ghost stories and crime novels, but she has also written plays, non-fiction, and children's stories. Her most popular works are The Woman in Black, The Mist in the Mirror, and I Am the King of the Castle. She has won numerous literary honors, including the Somerset Maugham Award, and in 2012, Hill was appointed by the Queen as Commander of the Order of the British Empire for her services to literature. So after this brief biography, let me tell you the summary of this chapter. On the Face of It is a social psychological story of two invalids. Invalids means injured permanently, who live with two different views. Derry is a young boy who lived a miserable life since a bottle of acid deformed his face, and Mr. Lamb, a lame old man who lived a cheerful life even after he had lost one of his legs in a blast. The interesting thing is that Mr. Lamb himself was not very much of a happy man, although he appeared to be. As the title suggests, on the face of it means outwardly. It is a story about how one is able to fight a deformity happily. It is a story that tells about the triumph of optimism. Besides the summary, this time I would like to share something more about the story. The two major characters, Derry and Mr. Lamb. Mr. Lamb and Derry will definitely inspire you in this story. And the story begins with a scene of a garden. So welcome to Mr. Lamb's garden. Derry was a teenager, highly pessimistic, means one who always feels negative, and withdrawn, isolated, staying away from the society. He developed this attitude after one side of his face was disfigured by acid. He avoided company of others and remained lonely. He believed that no one loved him, and his mother loved him because she was supposed to do so. One day, Derry accidentally met a man called Mr. Lamb. Mr. Lamb was an old man with a lame leg. Well, Derry cannot be completely blamed for his pessimistic and aggressive attitude towards the world around him. We have some examples here. Once he heard two women commenting about his monstrous appearance. They said, "Only a mother could love a face like this." On another occasion, Derry heard his parents conversing that he would not survive after their death because he was deformed. The shock he received from these words was big. Once again, Derry heard his relatives saying that his being put in the hospital where he had been treated after the accident was good for him. In their opinion, a deformed boy like Derry could accommodate himself with other deformed boys and girls only. Derry had his ears always open for such comments and used to respond to them in his silent way. He concluded that the world altogether did not need a boy like him. On reaching, Derry found. Here I am talking about the scene, the last scene where Derry left Mr. Lamb, and after meeting his mother he comes back. Then what he finds? He finds Mr. Lamb fallen from the ladder. He had fallen while pulling the crab apples down from the tree. Was Mr. Lamb dead? We don't know for sure, but we assume. Let us talk about Mr. Lamb. While Mr. Lamb took his impairment as a challenge and tried to overcome it, Derry believed that he was unwanted and lost. His pain was physical and mental. Being a child, he was not as strong as Mr. Lamb about suffering. He could not take the sneering and sympathizing world as taken by Mr. Lamb. Mr. Lamb was able to sit smart and unaffected as long as he wore trousers and sat. But Derry had no way to hide his face. After he became lame, Mr. Lamb began to develop a positive attitude with his deformity. He worked hard to defeat this impairment and learned to walk and climb ladders. He was happy to be alive and ignored his lameness. He made everyone his friend and had a house with no curtains and open doors. He welcomed anyone who came to him. So, after reading the story line by line, you will learn a lot and you will find that it is very interesting story. So I request you all to first of all read the chapter properly, and then the next activity which I have made for especially exclusively for you in the form of MCQ, so that it can be useful in exams too, that you can do easily. Okay, so please read the chapter before the activity.